G'day champions, how's it going, and welcome back to this week's Secret Vendor Reset, the greatest on the interweb. Righto, first up this evening we had server maintenance. This is pretty random, we don't normally get it on a Wednesday. Now at the time of making this video there's no patch notes. I did ask the question, so maybe it was just a server reboot. Not really sure. And I'm guessing it wasn't for handing out the bans because I feel like that's kind of a big deal and they would want to announce it. So yeah. But now that the servers are back up, Cassie has restocked and she's reopened for the week. She's currently located in the East Mall, right next to the newly renovated Castle Settlement. But depending when you unlock her through the week, her location may be completely different. And to unlock her on your own map, you first gotta find the snitch, but that part is pretty bloody easy. If you still don't know where to look to find the snitch, check the description below for the link to my snitch location video. As for Cassie, I have had my sneaky little peek, and yeah, it's pretty dismal. It's sad because the weekly reset, we got some pretty good items. Regardless, we're still gonna whiz right through this one. Why? Because I'm your no fuss vendor reset guy that's not gonna fuck around and bullshit you or waste your time. So let's get to it. Kicking things off this week, Cassie's got the invisible hands. It's got very standard vendor average rolls. And the talent's perfect Allegro that only gives a 12% rate of fire increase. This is one of those talents that I'd like to see buffed. Maybe to something like 20% to make it a more viable option. This one's also available at your countdown vendor, but I'm going to be passing. Next up, we've got the Battery Pack Backpack. This is the named Empress Backpack, so we've got a skill tier, skill haste, and max explosive resistance, which you'd want to swap for skill damage. Personally, I don't think perfectly calculated is the best option for a skill build, so I'm passing. And it's the same as always, killing all your hunters will give you both the shield splinterer and the hunter killer chest piece here at Cassie each and every week. The shield splinter has got some average rolls and you'd need to swap off the swap speed. And the hunter killer chest is not too bad, it's got max hazard protection. Intimidate's still okay in PvE and it's just not as great as it used to be for PvP. But they're your credits, you decide if you want them or not. Now as for the rest of the gear, it's all up to you. Most of these gear set items can be usable, it just really depends on what you want to do. The Heartbreaker knee pads are passable, 127k armor and 7.6% headshot damage. If you're not using Technician, Heartbreaker does proc off headshots, so the headshot damage here is not completely terrible. And this hardwired holster is pretty damn solid. Skill tier and near max skill damage, so you could roll on armor to this one if you wanted to. But just keep in mind that all these gear set items are reasonably easy to farm for. So that's going to be about it champions. Let me know in the comments which items tickled your pickle, and remember at the end of the video we're also going to be checking out the daily targeted loot allocations so you know where to farm for what. And like always, show your content creators your support, like, share, comment and subscribe. All this kind of stuff really does help support myself and the channel. So that's going to wrap it up for this one, and I will catch you all in the next one. I'm Plum out.